Welcome to Adventures of a Time Traveler. I'm Trina, the Time Traveler, back for an amazing video. So, I got the opportunity to speak with Ted Kaczynski again today, and he's here right now. I was speaking with a good friend of mine, and Ted wanted to come in and just tell my friend a little bit more about himself. He is definitely learning how to express himself better with me. So I can say that there's some level of comfort that we're developing. And it feels really good with him. It's kind of hard to get through to him. But with this conversation that he had with my friend and he was basically explaining his experience through college. And through college, I believe he was trying to say that he was part of the mind controlling program that they had began, I believe, in the 50s or 60s. I don't believe that he knowingly did it. I believe that the portion of the conversation that he was expressing to us was that because his mind was so rogue, what they considered, it was just so free and chaotic that they wanted to get a hold of a lot of people like himself to kind of get a grasp of them, to get them under control, and so they wouldn't rebel against the government. He showed me an image of this chair that he was placed in. He was in an all white room and he was tied to this chair, ankles, and then his arms, like his forearms and his wrists, they were really, really tied down. But there was also something like around the upper portion and maybe even like some type of apparatus to hold the back of the head in place. And there was some type of thing that came out to inject something into the brain. And this caused some type of reaction with him to where his eyes started to roll into the back of his head and he began to convulse and kind of go into a seizure. But it was almost as though another, I would say, more subdued entity was able to step in. He's here right now. He's kind of expressing that it was almost as though he wasn't himself at times. And it worked for a while, he said, until he began to battle this entity, this energy that was placed within him. And there could have been some addictions involved. I'm seeing some type of drug addictions. And once he began to go into himself and he left society, he was able to break through that energy that was attached. So from breaking through that energy, he could really see what was really going on with the mind control programs that the government was coming up with to place society in this illusion of a false sense of security, if you will. And it till this day, it is working. And they do a great job. He's saying, he's clapping right now. I've never seen him really this vocal. So it's really good that he is expressing how he feels. He feels as though people are a lot more wise and we have more advantages, especially with the technologies and people speaking out about these things. So yeah, don't take anybody's word for this. I tell people, I am a scientist and I always like to do my research. So for myself, I kind of love doing this work with both Ted Kaczynski and Ted Bundy blind. I haven't done any research on them besides what I just kind of know of their names and a little bit of what they've done. To get the information from them, and then at some later time and date, of course, I will validate all of this. But it is just great to see through the veil and see through the illusions of the matrix, and to have these individuals who want to come through and show you really both sides of the coin and what it is to be demonized by these cults, by these governmental entities and groups and people who run all of this kind of stuff. So just always do your own research. Have your own mind. Use your own discernment to understand and see if something is really true. Does it feel good to you? If what I say doesn't even feel good to you, don't listen to this shit. But you know it's true. That's why you're listening to it. So I truly, truly hope that you enjoyed this video. Gratitude to all my subscribers, to everyone who comments, anyone who likes and shares. I truly appreciate you. I show you so much love and gratitude. And I talk to you soon. Ashe.